Jessica, it's Dr. Buford. We're looking in the left shoulder. As we talked about, we examined the shoulder before we started, and the shoulder would absolutely dislocate to the front, even more so than in the office. So that's what we expected. As soon as we had you under anesthesia, when those muscles relaxed, the ligaments didn't really provide any significant stability to the front. It wasn't quite as loose to the back, so we're expecting to have to do something very similar to what we did on the right shoulder. Now, as we look in here, here's our initial walkthrough. Here's the biceps tendon. Here's the biceps anchor. That looks good at the tip of the metal cannula. That's the biceps anchor. We can slip around, look up at the rotator cuff, which looks great. No signs of any problems here with the rotator cuff, all the way around the back. We'll sneak in and look down the front. We can see there's the middle glenohumeral ligament right there. It's got a little bit of tension on it. That's okay. Running up towards 1 o'clock on the screen is the superior edge of the subscap tendon, and that looks normal. And then as we look down here, we can see the anterior labrum is a little bit deficient, but there is some labrum there, and there's really even a little bit of an anterior band of the inferior glenohumeral ligament, and we're going to tighten that. You can see how this inferior pouch opens up, and then here's the posterior aspect of the joint with no significant band in the IGL posteriorly. So we're going to create one there. So we will go ahead and go off on the video. What we're going to do next is put the camera right where this metal cannula is. We'll hold the gray cannula in position, and I'm going to switch and actually put this cannula on the other side of the biceps to give us a little more room. And then we'll put in the camera right there. Pause, please. Okay, you can see what we're doing here. We've got a suture hook coming in. We're angling to the right. It's loaded with that same black relay that if you ran back through your old video, you'd see the same type of black wire that we call a super shuttle. We poke through the capsule here, and in there. And the reason why we're using an anchor is because we want to make sure that we have a good hold on this tissue here, and this anchor will ensure that. So there we are, feeding grasper. Feeding that through, and we'll retrieve. Pause. We'll retrieve that here. Okay, pause. And we'll show you some more in a minute. Okay, so again, without really significant posterior instability, I just want to tighten that inferior band of the IGL right there, and that's what we've done. The rest of our work is really going to be down the front of the shoulder, down here. And we're going to probably place 1 or 2 anchors in the front. So we're going to go off on the video for just a minute. Okay, so we're using this rasp to roughen up the soft tissues. And although I really do see this anterior band of the IGL, but based on your clinical exam, your shoulder is just popping out the front. So we're going to place a couple anchors in and tighten this further. We'll go off on the video and show you some more in just a minute. Okay, so here you can see we placed another anchor. We're going to take one of the sutures here, grab it, and then we'll take a hook. And with this hook, we're going to, first of all, get it in position here down here. And we're going to tighten this ligament right here. Suture tied down below. Now we're going to do the same thing just above here. Okay, we'll get this done, show you some more in just a minute. Pause. I want to look from the back. Okay, so here we are looking from the front. We've got 2 anchors in the front, and you can see this is significantly tighter. So I'm happy with what we've been able to accomplish here. We may place a 3rd anchor right here at the tip of this gold instrument, but I want to look from the back before we make that decision. If we're up high enough, then I don't think we need to do any additional anchors, but we're going to make that decision in just a minute. Turn the flow down a bit. Okay, so now we're looking from the back. And what we see here is that we've got this nicely repaired all the way up to the subscapularis tendon. The subscap's back here, and there really isn't any more tissue to put down there, and we've got intact labrum here. So we're going to finish up here and get you back to the recovery room shortly. I really hope this does the trick for you. Good luck to you now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.